Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all-too-short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Globe here. Welcome back to yet another episode of Completed. Completed is a series where I document my route to getting all of the achievements in a particular game. Today we'll be talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a game developed by Sandfall Interactive, released April 24th, 2025. If you have yet to check this game out or have Game Pass, I strongly recommend you give it a chance. I'm not a huge fan of turn-based games, but this definitely changed my mind. From the characters, to the cutscenes, to the combat, the bosses, the world, the atmosphere, the music, it's all incredible. Do yourself a favor and give it a chance if you haven't already. It's one of those games that you don't ever want to see end because it's just that damn good. But we're here for the achievements, so make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video, where I give Expedition 33 a rating from 1 to 10 based on achievement difficulty. Clair has 55 achievements worth 1,000 gamer score and will take you roughly 60 to 80 hours to complete. And what a completion it is. Every achievement has a story, so I hope you stick around as I get all 55 in Clair. My journey starts in Lumiere on the day of the Gommage. Every year, the Paintress paints a new number, counting down from 100. And every year, everyone of that age is wiped from the canvas. A team called Expeditioners is assembled yearly to attempt to stop the Paintress and put an end to the Gommage entirely. We are Expedition 33. I start the game like I would any other, experience the world, story, and try to master the mechanics. I spend some time taking in Lumiere, meeting the people who inhabit it, and enjoying the ambiance. I get a taste of Gustav and his love, Sophie. She is 33 years old, meaning today is her last day. I now see Gustav's participation in the expedition.
That's for your, if there's room.
There's always room.
Exploring eventually leads me to a mime, a weird and unexpected fight in Lumiere. I'll take any fight I can get to refine my skills in combat though. In Clair, every enemy has a break bar. It charges by attacking the enemy, and once full, you can use an attack that is capable of breaking to stun your opponent. This comes naturally during the fight with the mime, and he breaks. This unlocks me my first achievement in Clair, and moments later I get another achievement, this time for actually defeating the mime.
That was close.
It was now time to witness the new number and watch as people's loved ones vanish. This includes Sophie. The game immediately tugs on your heartstrings and you can't help but root for Gustav. I spent some time meeting my fellow expeditioners. At this moment, I have no idea the love I will eventually have for these characters. First is Loon, a feisty, brilliant mind who keeps a level head and is the rock for the team.
Thanks.
Seal, a fighter and someone who tries to enjoy every moment of life, even when staring into the eyes of misery.
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
And finally, for now, Mael, a young woman with a rough childhood trying to save her future.
Please. More ready to go than you are.
These are the characters that will accompany me on my journey, and without them, the journey would be insignificant. Before I take off, there's something I must do. I need to speak to a woman named Colette before I leave Lumiere. In the game there are music discs, and I'm to collect all 33 for an achievement. However, one of them is missable. I need a particular key from Colette to be able to access one later on. But luckily it's the only missable one in the game, so now that I have it, I don't have to worry about those for a while. Now I can begin my mission to kill the paintress. But before we reach shore, I collect my third achievement for embarking on the expedition. Stepping off the boat gives an eerie feeling. This is where I meet Renoir, a badass and one of the most intimidating characters in the game. He is clearly older than 33, but somehow has not gomaged.
You're old. How did you survive the gomage?
And he clearly does not want us here.
Fall back! We need to go! Keep moving! Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
I survived the attack. Seemingly, I'm all that's left. I stumble across a sight of no hope. hundreds of dead expeditioners. They barely made it off the boat before meeting their end. Gustav has a moment of hopelessness.
You do that, we both die.
Thankfully, Loon pulls his head out of his ass.
You don't get to die. When one falls, we continue.
The next several battles teach me all kinds of important things about combat, and I get my first pick dose. These are buffs you can equip to each character and are crucial in the late game. I also get to unlock my first skill and begin experimenting with these. Progressing leads me to a creature that's friendly and painted all in white. There is an achievement associated with these Nevrons, but more on that later. It doesn't take long to reach my first boss. This is where I learned that every character has an asset to their combat if you play them right. Gustav's is called Overcharge. To charge it up, you must use your skill attacks to land 10 hits within a battle. Doing so will charge the meter, and once used, your enemy will break, rewarding an achievement. Beating the boss gets me through the Spring Meadows, and another achievement unlocked. I get my first taste of the open world in Clair. It's called the Continent, and I'll get to know it pretty well come late game. Eventually, I end up at a mysterious door. It teleports me to what appears to be a mansion. This place is known as the Manor.
Where are we?
You'll see me come here quite a few times throughout the playthrough for various reasons. However, my first time in the Manor leads to a great reward.
My head?
Mael. She's alive. It's revealed that she was saved by a faceless, seemingly soulless human shell of sorts. He's called the Curator and kept Mael safe this whole time, so for now he's on our good side. He offers us a fight, and this teaches us some new mechanics for the game. The next area I enter is the Flying Waters. This is where I meet a character named Noko. He's part of an achievement later on, but at the time I didn't realize how significant he was. I continue in the Flying Waters and eventually stumble across what's known as a paint cage. Basically a type of chest. It does have some decent rewards, but in order to open it, I have to find and shoot 3 targets in the surrounding area. Doing so opens the cage and unlocks me another achievement.
Nice.
Continuing through the area leads me to my first journal, basically the collectibles of Clair. These offer info about previous expeditions and are actually really interesting. I'll need to collect all 49 for an achievement, but one in particular is not so easily obtained, but you'll see. So I kill a couple more bosses and finally reach the end of the Flying Waters, unlocking me an achievement. I witness an interesting cutscene that reveals a lot about the story. Of course, I didn't realize it at the time, but it will unfold throughout the video. Now I have what's called the camp unlocked. This is where I can spend time with my fellow expeditioners, as well as play music discs and upgrade weapons with the Curator. Doing so grants me another achievement. I also get to assign Lumina points using Color of Lumina. You collect these throughout the game by beating bosses or just finding them throughout the world. You need this to be able to assign more pictos to a character, which is very important for some of the fights late game, but we're nowhere near that now. I mentioned that you can spend time with your group at camp, so I do just that, and get an achievement alongside learning more about Loon. More bosses meet their end as I find my way through the next area, Ancient Sanctuary, and earn another achievement. We must now go to the Gestural village and ask for help crossing the sea. This is where we learn who Esqui is. We must find him and ask for his help. In order to get the info though, we have to fight their champion. Well, look who it is. CA.
Wait, that's...
Ciel?
Leaving the village though does grant an achievement. And back at camp, Mael has another dream. This is where we see Alicia, Renoir's daughter. Her face was burned in a fire, thus she wears this mask. Esqui's Nest is our next area. Esqui is a strange creature who can help us traverse the continent, but to unlock each of his abilities, we need to find rocks for him. Yeah, rocks.
Bonjour, mes amis. Rocks.
Your rocks.
Alas, I've lost them all. I can do much more than swim. I can fly.
Finding the first rock unlocks Esqui and an achievement, as well as an achievement for getting through Esqui's Nest. Now we'll be able to ride Esqui as we journey to the next area, Stone Wave Cliffs.
I'm tired.
Another dream subtly reveals more about the world.
Swimming in ink, we are but a fragile dream, a singular weed, resisting, ever resisting, those who know not that they are not.
Progressing, I defeat the Lampmaster and find another rock for Esqui, unlocking another ability.
Is this it?
On our way out of the area though, we run into Renoir again. The unexpected happens.
Well, you know, like I always say, it's not about the rock. It's more about...
Run.
For those who come after. Right?
I never expected the death of Gustav. It shows just how unforgiving this world can be. As if it wasn't crazy enough, I learned that Mael is actually Renoir's daughter. From what I understand, a reimagining of Alicia.
My sweet child, you were supposed to stay home. I told you not to worry. But since you're here now, just stay put.
What are you saying? You must go home, now. This does not involve you.
When this is over,
Then I meet my favorite character in Clair, Renoir's son, Verso. He doesn't share his dad's beliefs and wants to help Maëlle with her mission.
Hey. You alright? It's okay. I'll handle things here.
A lot to take in, but now the Stonewave Cliffs was complete and I get the corresponding achievement. Forgotten Battlefield was next, and along the way, we need to find a suitable place to bury and say our goodbyes to Gustav. He will always be with us in spirit.
If you're gonna give someone flowers, you should probably do it before they wither and die.
I find some more journals, take on a boss, and lay Gustav to rest.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
Reaching the end of the Forgotten Battlefield rewards an achievement, and I head back to camp where I can now build relationship levels with my team. There are achievements associated with reaching max level with each character, so I'll try to continue to work on these after each area. Next we head to Minoko's station. This is where we meet the final member of the team, Minoko.
Yeah, that means... slow as ever. Obvious.
A humorous, feat-collecting creature. Unlocking him also unlocks an achievement for having all playable characters, as well as an achievement for finishing Minoko's station. Renoir reveals himself for the first time since Gustav's death.
So moved. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this. Watch out, Maëlle.
You can't escape.
Watch out, Maëlle.
Still something. Blame me.
Feeding him rewards an achievement for completing Old Lumiere. In a random battle, I managed to unlock an achievement with Verso. His ability is the rank system. For the achievement, I have to get him to S rank. You rise in ranks as you deal damage and not getting hit. On the final blow of the battle, I reach S and get the achievement. Now I have to go find, fight, and kill the first Axon, the Mask Keeper. Doing so unlocks an achievement. I also reached level 33, which gives another achievement.
We did it.
Then I head back to camp and continue to rank up my friendship levels. Another boss meets its end and I fight the second Axon. Killing her awards me an achievement as we close in on the Paintress.
Just right.
Back at camp, the curator gives me a sword called the Barrier Breaker. This will act as a key to reach the Paintress. Our journey had reached its destination as Mael breaks the barrier to find the Paintress within reach. It's all led to this, but not everything is as it seems. Our attacks seem to do nothing. Something is definitely wrong here.
I don't think this is...
A cutscene reveals a strange, faceless woman similar to the curator. Is this the Paintress? She lights everyone on fire except for Verso. But he puts himself into the flames, seemingly forcing the woman to stop burning everyone. Interesting. At the end of the cutscene, I'm awarded an achievement for reaching the monolith. While fighting in Mime, I get Lune's specific combat achievement for consuming stains 4 turns in a row. As Lune attacks, she generates stains based on the elemental damage that she's dealing. Some moves need specific stains to use. For example, if an attack needs 2 fire stains, then I must attack using fire attacks or have the elemental damage of my base weapon to generate those stains. I do this, rinse and repeat, and I unlock the Perfect Flow achievement. Renoir wants some more smoke, but he acts as though he wants to save the canvas. He's defending the Paintress for unknown reasons, but if it's a fight he wants, he's got one.
We're taking her down.
If saving you means losing you, then so be it.
Brace yourself.
Dishonor family. At long last, we meet. This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
The curator shows up, and Renoir speaks to him as if he's speaking to himself. Is Renoir the curator, or at least the canvas version? That must mean the similar looking woman is not only the Paintress, but Renoir's wife. This also means Verso's mom and Alicia's mom. This also means Verso's mom is indeed the Paintress.
She looks like the curator. Renoir. He mentioned the curator's wife. She's the Paintress. Alicia's your daughter.
She's not Alicia. You are not my first hope.
Verso's dead.
You will not take this canvas from me.
This is what we created the expeditions for.
Tomorrow comes.
It does prove to be an epic battle.
I'll do it of your father to use you like this.
Yes, it burns. Careful now.
Careful, Verso.
I don't like this. Look what I found.
Oh, sorry. All aboard!
Let's go.
Incoming!
Is it over?
The Paintress is resilient.
No, we're not done yet.
But eventually, we persevere. We win. Bittersweet knowing it's Verso's mother, but he joined us and he must have wanted to set her free.
It's done. You're free. You are all free.
Is this real?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Gustav's watching over us.
Expedition 33 was complete. The Paintress had fallen, and the countdown along with her. An achievement caps off the journey, but there was still so much left to do.
You're okay.
Mayelle awakes and discovers her parents' true state. Consumed by the canvas. Verso must have saved her from the fire and perished. Her parents are reminiscing in the last canvas they have, with a piece of their son still in it.
This only truly ends if you destroy the canvas. And that means stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations. Have fun.
Did you decide on a name?
Yes. Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love, and you will know pain. You will know loss all too well, because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong, and you will survive. You will struggle, and you will learn. You'll find people to call your own, and you will shine as their guiding light. For you will change the world and the people around you. You'll forever be our princess.
Alicia is Mayel? Mayel is Alicia?
Alicia.
Actually, I prefer Maya.
Mayel re-enters the canvas with her new silver hair and ditches the burnt face.
Papa.
Alicia. You're safe. I thought I told you to stay home.
Technically, my body's at home.
Getting your mother out of the canvas was not easy. Once we erase the canvas, we won't have to worry anymore.
She's home now. Why?
You know your mother. Verso painted this canvas. It contains a piece of his soul. She'll never willingly part with it.
No.
For the sake of the living, we must part with the dead.
They're talking as if Verso is dead, and he's only existing in this canvas. Is that why the paintress entered it in the first place?
A prolonged descent into the canvas to return.
No. Papa. Papa, please. This is Verso's only canvas. You can't destroy the last piece of him that we have. This is my home now. You can't just decide...
Your home? After all that with your mother, you want to stay?
You know how little remains of my life outside.
Alicia, you'll die. You've already been here longer than you should.
But...
No. Look at me. I said no. I am not letting my daughter risk her life. Alicia.
I'm not, Mama. I'm not going to lose myself if I stay.
I know full well you will, and I am not doing this again!
Anyway, post trying to piece everything together, I'm given another achievement. Mayel now has the powers of a paintress, but she needs to learn how to use them.
I did it so easily. What am I doing wrong?
Don't be discouraged. It's only been a day since you remembered your paintress side.
We believe in you!
Verso teaches her the way. But first we must collect chroma from fallen expeditioners to enhance her power so she may flourish. during which I decide to go after one of the achievements I've been dreading, collecting all the journal logs. I spend several hours watching guides to find as many as I can. Some even reveal bosses between me and the journal. Meanwhile, I continue to level up friendships and reach the max level with Lune, earning an achievement. A nice break from the journal hunting. While collecting yet more journals, I meet a trepidatier. He is tied to an achievement I mentioned at the beginning of the video when we spoke to the friendly Nevron painted all in white. I must complete his challenge, but he will come into play more than expected later.
Just try it. Bring it on. Oh well. Oh well. Not impressed. Just try it.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the video also, there are 33 music discs to collect. So I try to progress towards that as well as the journals simultaneously. Collecting journals eventually leads me to an incredibly tall tower known as the Reacher. Reaching the top reveals Alicia. Well, she's here to paint, clearly, as paintresses do.
She blames us.
A fitting fight takes
Doesn't
place
she?
with Mael vs. Alicia 1v1 for the title of New Paintress.
Ready to carry. Ready to carry. Ready to go. Ready to go.
It's a fun fight, but we wiped the canvas of Alicia and hope she lives. We break Verso's
This
heart.
represents his hope for us. For me, then. Go. Claim your piece of sky. We both deserve to fly. Let me give you a new beginning.
Alicia. Wait. Mael!
I continued to grab journals and music discs and spend some time with my team to reach the max level in friendship and clean up those achievements. Monaco was first, and then comes CL. During all this, Esqui asks me to retrieve another rock to allow me to dive underwater. This leads me to a battle with Francois, his rival, and unlocks the final ability for Esqui, giving me an achievement.
You're well.
And then I get back to camp, and finally I spent some time with Mael and reached level 7. No more camp talks, unfortunately. With Esqui's new ability, I'm allowed to enter a new area, a very important area. Renoir's Drafts. At the very bottom of the world, in the deepest, darkest depths, I meet a man who guards one of the final journals that I need. He's one of the first expeditioners.
These swords. They look like the ones in old Lumiere.
Ah, so he's the one who felled the Exxon. Simon.
Simon proves impossible. He is light years beyond anything I've faced to this point. One-shotting everyone. On top of that, he has an ability that wipes dead party members from the canvas, making them unusable the rest of the battle. I'm nowhere near ready for this challenge. So, I continue the main quests, and this leads me to a final encounter with the Curator.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me, but that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you, especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Aline, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
During the battle, I used Mael's new ability, Gomage, a level 3 gradient attack. Doing so rewards me with an achievement, and let me tell you, this move will be key to completing this game. Mael ends her father and keeps the canvas alive.
Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
An achievement is unlocked for reaching the end. What a damn amazing experience. But this is not the end.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too. See things as they are, not how you want them to be. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my Elle, no matter where you are. You don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting. I'm sorry.
I'm tasked with choosing either Mael or Verso. I decide to go with my favorite character and select Verso. A tough ending was lying in wait.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Verso removes his sister and all loved ones from the canvas, leading to its end.
I will miss you guys. It's okay. It's over. Verso.
Now that the game had been beaten, it was time to focus on Simon. To be able to even stand a chance, I had to work on my Pictos and level up. So I decided to go after all the other achievements and level up along the way. I did a little research, and these 3 particular enemies in Renoir's drafts offer tons of XP.
Turns out, since I beat the Paintress, I unlocked a crucial Pictos that changes everything. It's called Painted Power, and it allows me to deal more damage than 9,999. Turns out I've been making the game harder on myself. Guess I need to pay more attention. So, I grinded these 3 enemies for a while, getting millions of XP, trying to prepare for Simon. Doesn't take long to master their moveset and be able to complete the fight without taking any damage, granting me even more experience. After a while, I reached level 66, unlocking an achievement, and decide to go give Simon another shot.
Luna, careful!
This time, I spent hours practicing and learning his moves, and I finally play to perfection. I land the final blow and throw my arms into the air. I'm granted with a cutscene.
My love, these foes are beneath you. You, who have fought heaven and earth and subdued giants. To find me, to free me from her grasp. Would you fall now to the likes of them? While your oath remains unfulfilled, rise. Your enemies await.
As I watch it, with a fading grin, I realize the fight is not over. He has a more brutal second phase that, again, I am not prepared for.
Danger!
On me.
So, we won't be doing Simon for a bit, but in the meantime, I'm going to go for all the other achievements and level up in the process. First, I go after Serpent Fair, a snake-like creature who's intrigued me since exploring the continent. I was wondering if I'd had to fight it. The gimmick here is no AP, so I'll have to use base attacks and learn the moves so I can land successful parry attacks.
Brace yourselves.
Overall, not a tough fight though, and it dies within the first couple attempts, unlocking another achievement. The next boss is Sprong, a giant metal creature walking in the ocean. He proves to be a pushover and is defeated on the first attempt, awarding an achievement. Those bosses didn't really give me as much XP as I was hoping for, so I go back and I grind again for a while. I'll need to reach level 99 not only for an achievement, but to have a better chance at Simon, so any chance I'm up to it, I need to come here and grind. Also, to have a better chance at Simon, I need to fully upgrade some of the weapons that I'll be using for the battle. Doing so unlocks me an achievement for having a fully upgraded weapon. After a couple hours of grinding, I take a break and go for another achievement. I need to complete all the gestural games, for which there are 5. Some involve some parkour, some timing, and one of them involves speed. Honestly, wasn't even expecting these type of tasks in Clair, but a welcome break from all the battling, and they're pretty damn fun. Some are more frustrating than others, but fun nonetheless. Another achievement down. The next mission is to head to the Flying Manor and fight Clair, Verso's older sister. In order to open the door to get to her, I must first beat 4 mini-bosses. Each will light a statue that will aid in the door opening. Clair is a beast, and in my opinion, probably the second hardest fight in the game besides Simon.
Clair. You're alive. What happened to her?
I bet Claire hated Maman's portrait of her, so she painted over her.
And now she paints Nevron's. This is gonna be tough.
Ready to go. That's better. Follow me.
Not impressed. Would have lived.
It takes some time to be able to learn her moves and be able to parry her, but eventually I am triumphant. I unlock the Clair achievement and watch as Verso loses another sister.
I now need to beat the Endless Tower. Here there are 33 trials to beat, each progressing in difficulty. Most are easy and I spend hours slogging through them, but a couple do prove challenging and require my focus. During this process, I defeat an enemy without taking any damage and get the professional achievement for beating a boss without any damage taken. I finally reach the end of the tower and must defeat Painted Love, a truly tough battle that takes several attempts. It takes a bit longer than expected, but I break their love and I'm awarded with an achievement. So around the world there are these lost gestrels, 9 to be exact. They are scattered around the world and I need to find and talk to them to get the lost gestrels achievement. The next achievement was kind of a weird one. I need to go to a place called the Painting Workshop. I do a little parkouring and reach a statue that I must talk to. Now I need to rinse and repeat this process 2 more times in other workshops. Same process. Parkour, statue, parkour, statue. Once that was done, I get greeted with a boss fight, and upon beating this boss, I get an achievement. But there was one more thing I needed to do revolving the workshops. I need to go to a place called the Canvas and grab a portrait. Then I need to take this portrait to the manor and hang it up. Doing so unlocks a door, and this door is necessary for one of the journals. Now that all that was done, I want to begin working on Monaco's specific achievement. Monaco collects feet that unlock new abilities. To get these feet, you must kill specific enemies. And he has a total of 46 abilities, so it's going to take a second. I head to the Endless Tower to see if I can clean up any of the enemies that I might have missed, but Monaco does have to be in your party, so even though I've killed enemies that he technically needs, I have to have him in my party and go do it again. You can tell what enemies you need by the icon next to their name of Monaco. Takes a while, but easy enough to earn his achievement. Next was an easy achievement. All I had to do was find and kill the chromatic petanque. It takes 2 seconds, so done and done. Turns out Monaco has another achievement. Basically, he has a wheel that's called the Beastal Wheel, and each color corresponds to an attack, and using attacks that match that wheel color grants additional bonuses. I need to use an attack matching the wheel color 4 times in a row, which is no problem. Now I need to do Ciel's specific achievement. She has a Foretell mechanic. You can apply Foretell using her sun attacks and consume Foretell using her moon attacks. If you can generate a charge for both, she will enter what's called Twilight mode. That increases her damage and capabilities. For the achievement, I need to consume 20 Foretell on a single target while in Twilight mode. It takes me a couple tries to understand it, but I get the hang of it and get it done. Lastly was Mael's achievement. I need to use a specific attack, per se, on a marked enemy while in the Virtuoso stance. There's many ways to mark an enemy indicated by the red X, but Mael switches stances based on what attack she uses. So I need to use an attack that puts me in Virtuoso stance when an enemy is marked. Easier said than done. I achieved this and unlocked the final character achievement. I do all that while continuing to grind levels, but now I need a break. I go after doing the Nevron quests. These are friendly creatures, usually painted in white. Some require you to find specific items for them. One of them you have to donate chroma. Some of them want to fight, and on and on. I do all 10, reach the final one where the achievement is supposed to unlock, but it doesn't. I restart the game several times and still no unlock. The final Neveron also has an option where you can fight it, so I try that, but no luck. Okay. Whew. Don't panic. I'll just go grind to level 99, and maybe, just maybe, it'll unlock randomly during that. I forgot to finish leveling Esqui, so when I go back to the camp to see what music discs I'm missing, I finish up that achievement. I finally reached level 99. And find the last music disc. I'm closing in on the end, but only under Simon's shadow. Before I take on Simon, I decide to go talk to all the Neverons again. Maybe I missed something. When I get to the Trumpeteer, he gives me a reward, so turns out I needed more conversation with him for the achievement to unlock. Damn, what a relief. Now it was time. Time for Simon. I spent hours and days learning his second phase, trying to play to perfection. I died countless times. Until I was doing it. All I had to do was continue to parry every attack, and he was gonna fall. I get him below 25% health, and learn just how hard this was going to be. Yes. When he gets below a certain health, he just wipes you and your party from the canvas. An instant win for him. I was speechless. This means you have to get him as close to that low health as you can, and finish him in one move. I do some research and there are tons of builds for Simon, but Mayel seems to be the best, specifically for her Gamage ability. I spent a couple hours collecting and leveling Pictos to increase my chances. Basically, I need to fill my Gradient Charge to 3, fill Simon's Break Bar, get his health as low as I can without triggering his insta-win, then break him and use the Gamage ability. A lot of things need to go right in a run for all of that to happen the way it should. I finally get the opportunity, and I strike.
Get out of this campus.
But it's still not enough. I guess I'll need even more Pictos, and specific ones at that. So again, more hours watching guides, finding the Pictos to help, and leveling them.
was so sick of Simon, it was time for him to be erased from this canvas. Adrenaline pumping parries, extreme focus, and perfect timing lead to the final blow in Clair.
Get out of this canvas.
I get an achievement for beating him and collect his journal. He will haunt me no more. I go collect the remaining journal and unlock the 55th and final achievement in Clair Obscur. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was completed. What an amazing, amazing experience. Like I said at the beginning of the video, do yourself a favor and try this out if you haven't already, especially if you have Game Pass. Even if you don't have Game Pass, it is well worth the money. I don't remember the last time I played a game this good. This is one of those games that it's going to be very, very difficult to forget. I'm thrilled to have it completed, but I'm also sad to see it go. Before I get into the achievement difficulty, I just want to say thank you if you made it to this point in the video. I know it's an extremely long one, but I wanted to give this game the credit it deserves for just being spectacular. I want to go back one day, years from now, and watch this video and just remember how much fun this game was, even though Simon was an asshole. But even then, Simon proved an incredibly tough challenge for me, and it was nice to overcome that challenge. It was very rewarding. So, based on achievement difficulty, I'm going to have to give Clair Obscur my highest rating yet, an 8 out of 10. A lot of the stuff in this game is parry based, so if you're not good at parrying, you are going to struggle with this game, especially when it comes to Simon. Yes, I could have spent countless more hours finding more Pictos and doing the build exactly like the guide suggests on YouTube and Google, but I wanted to do just enough to beat Simon to feel good about myself too. Being able to parry him in his second phase was one of the best recent moments I've had in games. I was sweating, adrenaline pumping, staring a hole through the TV. I don't remember the last time a game made me sweat like that. From the characters to the combat, even the collectibles, everything in this game is just awesome. And it was amazing to play it. So, if you've played Clair and achievement hunted Clair, I'd love to know your opinions down in the comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for watching if you made it to this point in the video. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get better and better and better with my editing. This video took a long time to make, but I love it. I don't know what's next, but it's going to be hard to top this. So thanks again from the bottom of my heart. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.